Graphically looking at the structure of the market, watching the price action, taking note of the key critical broken structure areas, break of support become resistance, break of resistance become support. Price is on the bullish side, extremely seeking for correction. But the biggest question is, will our 1000 pip drop correction happen or not? But let's dive into the structure and be able to look at it critically to see what transpired and when was the structure finally broken. We look here on this is a 2 hours chart. On 2 hours chart, I do like to take let's use this to see. We want a clean chart. I don't want a messy chart. At the end of the day, we just want to have only 2 or 3 lines maximum in order to understand the price action the way we ought to. This is a support structure. Price came back, created another support structure. Then at these 2 points, we are waiting for a break of the structure. Break of what? An ascending trend line, ETL. So this is 2 hours time frame. So price broke this structure. This is the candle that broke the structure and came back on retest and came back on retest. Final retest 2668 and price dropped. So to the roof side, we will be taking notes too, connecting all our highs, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower low, lower high. So we are connecting all our highs on the descending trend. This is a descending trend line. You can see it's not ascending. The trend line is descending. So most likely, if uh, if price is coming back to this zone, we might have price in the zone of 2658 into 2600 and 660. That is possible. Why is that possible? We need to look at it from the structure. This is a high 2600 and 84, another drop into 2670, and price have not returned. And we also need to picture another break of structure, a resistance structure, dive into another support structure, and price returned the way we expect it. So let's take this out so we can see it clearly. And so here, price is still playing on a descending trend line. So we have here as a retest, a breakout from uptrend structure. So we'll be holding here as a psychological level. For us, it's important because the trend was to continue uptrend, but price broke out from it. So technically, I want price to play back on retest into the zone. So we have here support structure, support structure. In fact, you can trace it down up to this point. Our support structure started a long time ago, so we can bring it down up to this point. You know, up to this point, the support structure. But let's just bend it. So I want price to return back in the zone of 2725 or so on and so forth. We don't know if that's going to be possible, but we'll continue to manage and watch the price action. Yes, watch the price action because fundamental analysis on daily base differ. Fundamental analysis vary. Every day bring a different fundamental analysis. So what that means is that every analysis, every setup can be validated or invalidated based on the fundamental analysis surrounding the day. So for now, we are trying to play by the rules of the market structure. So we want to see price play back into the zone. So we have here a resistance structure, a resistance structure, Price have left to touch the floor. So let's mark it. This is another touch to the floor, and the price upswing, and we got another touch on the descending channel, and we got another touch on the channel, descending channel. So price has left, and a nice push, a 300 p push from 2,603, and price might likely tap into 2,657.88. So we will use our daily candle strategy to see if that will be possible in New York session. So we'll be looking at tomorrow being Friday. Will it be buying or will it be selling? I think the market might tap into the resistance structure and drop. So we'll have London section by, so now this is Asian section. Asian section will move into London session 6 to 9, 9 o'clock London session. New York section 14 o'clock will bring us into 2,658 for a sell. So if we return here 2,657.86, that will be a sell. So set your sell order for New York section drop. Set your sell order for New York sell drop based on the structure of the market. But we are not convinced by what we've just done. We need more confirmation. So we will dive in to look at a deeper confirmation to see if price gets to 2,657.86, it will be a sell. Confluence is what sets up the price action, and if we have more confluence for sell, it technically means that sell will be validated. So we'll be looking out for more confluence at this level. So at 1400 New York section, bring the volatility you need. So that volatility will be in the zone of 2,657.86 for sell New York session. So market continue to buy from open of Sydney market into Asian session, and it will continue buy into London section and drop in New York session. So from 1400, we'll be expecting a significant drop as a result of price touching the roof, a systematic sell roof. Sellers adopted this roof as a selling roof. It's have a dynamic resistance to upswing. So technically, I expect a bearish price action on the rooftop. So if we have anything in the zone of double top, or best switch to a lower time frame, look out for a more accurate price action for a sniper entry. So this is the 2-hour structure of SAU-USD, and technically we believe that the fundamentals will play. And when we look back to the price action of DXY, DXY on a daily time frame has formed a double bottom. Double bottom, a bullish price action. There is a retest to the neckline and price is upswinging with a significant push. Despite the rate cut, the bias for DXY hasn't dropped, indicating that the US economy will remain strong, thereby putting the Federal Reserve on a borderline. Sir Jerome Powell and his team are not keen on reducing interest rates, but however, they will be watching the fundamentals surrounding other aspects of the economy. They'll be looking at employment rates. So, however, we will continue to judge and monitor what the market is doing based on the structure. So every time a structure is broken, we wait for a retest. So technically, um, Sydney, Asian, London might be on the buying direction. hoping to drop price into 2670 2657.86 in New York section for a drop. We will also look at another price action to see if we are on the right track. We have price play here as a resistance structure, a break of a resistance structure, and a retest. You can see clearly a break of a resistance structure on 4 hours. So we are looking for confluence. The more confluence we have in a particular area of price, the higher the probability. So we will be seeing here that we create a pattern, a 2-hour psychological resistance, turn support, and break of structure. As price broke this structure, came back here with a beautiful retest candle in the month of September 20th. Price have returned again in the month of 30th September and gave us a strong bullish reaction, completing the channel. The fundamental analysis surrounding the non-farm payroll spiked price up after price hitting the floor of the structure. Price went up to create another structure which has formed a descending trend line that completes the descending channel. We will be judging our bias based on the structure of the market with a combination of the breakout structure. What structure was broken? A support structure turned resistance. Price retested one. I would take this as a point of reference that we will be watching this point as a retest candle. So on this level, I want price to play back into the zone. This is ROT candle. So if price returns here to play back, it will be in the zone of 2,557.86 into 2,660. A tap into 2,660 will be a break of Tuesday high. Yes, it will be a break of Tuesday high. Okay, and when we look at it, Tuesday high, okay, Monday high was 2,657. So let's look at it from this way and see from the top if we have other breakout structure from the top. So we see a structure that is broken, we know what to do. So we have another confluence, a broken structure, first retest, that retest in the zone of, this is very critical to watch. See, so let's see that structure the way it is. So 2,657.16 was Monday high. Yeah, we write that is Monday high. That Monday high was a retest candle. So that retest candle also not just on one occasion, we also have it as a retest from a breakout from the ascending trend line. If we plot our ascending trend line on 4 hours and we pick this up completely, we will see exactly where this idea came from. So we will look at the body of the candle to see where our breakout started from. So we are only concerned with the body of the candle to forget about the wicks. The wicks are common indecisions in the market, but they tell a story. But when we are in for a serious business and we want to pick the right price action, we will look at the body of the candle. Then we look at the wicks at the portable liquidity grab behavior in the market. There is change in character. Price uptrend. Touch the floor, buy, touch the floor, buy, touch the floor, buy. A breakout from the structure is change of character which lead to break of structure, and we have came back here on retest and price has dropped. So I expect the same thing to happen again. But on a more disciplined note, if we are playing by this structure, on 2 hours that we retested, there is a probability that price might step in, depending on the fundamental, into 2693. This is also possible because we are trying to clone every aspect of price, leaving us with a possibility of reoccurrence. So we are using this as also a reference. We want to see, what are we seeing? When you look here, price reacted here. So we are going to change this line to black. So you see the support structure, support structure, support structure, support structure, break of a support structure, retest 1, retest 2. Price could come back, retest 3 in the zone of 2,693 into 2,700. This is case 2. This is case 1. This is case 2. But however, the rally, because we already broke out from a long-term structure, an ascending trend line, a previous resistance structure turned support structure, broken again to become a resistance structure. So we will leave here for the principles of break and retest to decide if it is a valid price action or not. You cannot determine, you cannot tell accurately what tomorrow holds. But the most important thing is to live to see the next day and make critical decisions. So the best bet here is to watch the green line and see how price returns into 2,657.86 as a retest to a broken support. So technically, the buying is pushing for liquidity grab. Price is looking at dropping to the downside. And if we look critically again, so we'll need to take our lines off in order not to bog our mind. This is another price action for the day. The support structure, breakout of a support structure, retest 2,666 into 2,667. Price can continue to make its way to this level. If it makes its way to this level close of Friday, which I think will be impossible, the liquidity is not there for price to move over 500, 600 pip to this zone. Maybe this could be considered next week behavior in the market. But for now, we are trying to analyze what price has done in the course of the week. So we believe that based on structure, based on technical, that price, we play within this tiny frame, a descending channel. I would like to label blue. Color is very important when it comes to keeping buyers active. So we like to put it blue. So we see how price behaves when it returns to the blue zone. So we have the only allowed zone for sell at the zone of 2,657.16 for a sell. We have a double confluence at that zone. It could extend up to 2,660, even up to 2,662. We have a descending trend line, or let's say a channel, a descending channel with a beautiful bifloor cell roof. You can see the channel. This is a bifloor, this is a cell roof. This is a cell roof, this is a bifloor. And price return once, return again, and bought. And in our previous post, I made mention of sell zone in the zone of 2,600 into 2,604, valid for yesterday buy. And the price action played into the box. If you watch our previous posts on TradingView and on YouTube, I specifically stated these points based on the structure of the market and the price action. and a little touch of fundamental analysis.